Aloha! Welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Friday, May 9th, 2025. I'm Patty Lee. These are some of the stories that may interest you today. According to an eyewitness account on the ICE raid on a house full of teachers at a group residence in Kahului on Tuesday at 6:15 a.m., federal agents dressed in black pointed guns at a teacher, a U.S. citizen. Brandishing weapons, they herded 10 to 12 teachers and children outside, some still in pajamas, including mostly teachers from the Philippines who are here legally. The incident lasted about an hour before the agents backed off. Hawaii U.S. Senator Schatz and Hirono strongly condemned the action. Show me the money. One family who heard about the Maui County Ohana Assistance Pilot Project offering up to $100,000 to help people build Ohana units secured a building permit, applied to the program, and waited and waited. They're still waiting. It is 2 years later and the money never came through. Housing Director Richard Mitchell says that county attorneys are working on the legal documents. He did not give a timeline on the money, but has advised applicants to proceed if possible, whatever that means. The County Council passed the project in June of 2023, 2 months before the wildfires, but somehow grant funds for the program have been incorrectly encumbered under a contract with Lokahi Pacific. An economic forecast for Hawaii's economy for the second quarter of 2025 does not look good, according to a recent UH study. Experts are predicting that shifts in federal policies like tariffs, federal layoffs, volatile fiscal and immigration policies will thrust Hawaii into a mild recession. A long-line fishing vessel was seized 7 miles out at sea on Wednesday for illegal long-line fishing activity within Hawaii's territorial 12 nautical mile limit. State marine enforcement officials said that 4 miles of fishing line had been deployed. 2 ahi were caught and a live one was released. A 52-year-old Kona man was arrested and will head to court to face charges in June. Here's a whale's tale for you. An injured humpback nicknamed Schooner, missing parts of his tail, spotted off the coast of Maui in February, has turned up 2,600 miles away in Anacortes, Washington. Naturalists speculate that the 4-year-old whale may have lost part of his left tail fluke after being struck by a vessel last year, and boaters are being reminded to watch for marine life and slow down out there. Some Maui fire survivors are finding themselves uprooted again as the Federal Emergency Management Agency starts collecting rent from nearly 1,300 households in its direct housing program. FEMA is relocating hundreds of families into short-term rentals to reduce the already severe strain on the island's housing stock. In recent weeks, about 300 out of the 814 households that had been living in long-term rental units were notified that the agency would be moving them into short-term rentals. You never know when disaster will strike again, which is why the Maui Emergency Management Agency encourages Molokai residents to sign up for emergency alerts during the Molokai Resource Fair tomorrow, Saturday, May 10th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Lanikeha Community Center. MEMA staff will be available to help people learn about the new Genesis evacuation app and hand out emergency preparedness information. There is a new doctor in town. Maui Health has announced that UH School of Medicine grad, Dr. Anna Eckart-Dodd, has been selected as the next Maui Health Chief Medical Director. A longtime physician with Kaiser Permanente Medical Group, Eckart-Dodd is recognized for her commitment to compassionate care. She'll officially step into the role following Dr. Michael Shea, who has announced his departure from the position effective May 31st. If your lights go out, Hawaii Electric has a new number to call to report it. The new system will automatically recognize the caller's account linked to your phone, and you can report an outage without having to wait to talk to an agent. The new number for Maui County is 1-855-304-8181. A rambunctious crowd of more than 3,000 spectators lit up Mehara Stadium last night to watch both Kamehameha Maui and Baldwin baseball teams advance to the state semifinals. This marks the second year in a row 2 schools from Maui have reached the state Final Four in Division I baseball. You can help Maui's Special Olympics athletes accomplish greatness on and off the field. Join the Maui Police Department for the 40th annual Troy Barbosa Law Enforcement Torch Run, which begins at 5 p.m. next Friday, May 16th. It will start at the War Memorial Sports Complex softball field. For more information, contact 808-244-6416. Here's a look at Molokai's Torch Run in 2019.
Good morning, my name is Sergeant Faleli. I'm with the Maui Police Department here on Molokai. And today is our torch run in support of the Troy Barbosa Law Enforcement Torch Run in 2019 here on Molokai. And as you can see, we have a lot of, it was an awesome turnout. A lot of people came out and participate and support our Special Olympics athletes here on Molokai. So thank you to all of them for coming out. And yeah, and it's a ongoing event. It's a yearly event for in support of our athletes here on Molokai. Thank you, and I hope next year it's it's growing, because last year we had a lot of people. This year we have more people, so more people are coming out to support our athletes here on Molokai. So I just want to thank all the people out there, and for those of you that couldn't make it, had stuff to do at home or whatever it is, I encourage you guys to come out next year. And for those of you that never heard of Special Olympics on Molokai, please come out and participate and support. See Chrissy McCutcheon or myself, and then yeah, we can make it happen for next year. Okay, thank you all.
The Torch Run is just one event that will close part of the War Memorial Complex this month. This Saturday, the Sakamoto Pool and War Memorial Complex's tennis courts are also closed. On May 18th and 19th, and on Saturday, May 31st, the pool, tennis courts, and Little League fields will all be closed. For more information, contact the Parks and Recs Permit Division at 808-270-7389. The Department of Parks and Recreation has announced a free 2025 Youth Basketball League for keiki ages 9 and 10. Registration is from May 12th to May 23rd for this year's May to August season at the South Maui Community Park Gymnasium. Volunteer coaches are needed, and the number of teams will depend on how many coaches are available. For more information, contact Kyle Rodriguez at 808-891-4964. World Bee Day on May 20th serves as a timely reminder of nature's smallest yet mightiest heroes. In celebration, Hawaii's Four Seasons Resort is offering a Bee Wonders Tour, an immersive experience that brings guests face to face with the fascinating world of bees, guiding guests through a day of exploration of the resort's beehives, where they will learn about pollinators and taste fresh honey. This is a good time as any to check out the Bee Girls, Danielle Downey and Lauren Russert, to give us the rundown on just how special and important Hawaiian honeybees are.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Lauren. We're the Bee Girls for Bee Facts. Bzzz. Hi, I'm Lauren Russert with your Bee Facts. Did you know that 1 in every 3 bites of food comes from a honeybee? With no honeybees, there would be very little nutrition. Hawaii's bee-pollinated produce is valued at $212 million annually. Some crops pollinated by bees include macnuts, avocado, lychee, longan, rambutan, coffee, citrus, ohia lehua, and koa. Because of the great weather conditions year-round, Hawaii's honey production per colony is ranked 3rd in the country. I'm Lauren Russert with Bee Facts. Until next time, be well. We're the Bee Girls for Bee Facts. Bzzz.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Lauren. We're the Bee Girls for Bee Facts. Bzzz.
Hi, I'm Danielle Downey, here to tell you some bee facts. The most important thing bees do for us is pollinate our food crops. You may have heard about the honeybee health crisis. Bees are dying all over the world. On the mainland, beekeepers lose about 30% of their hives every year. These beekeepers rebuild by dividing their colonies in half and adding a new queen. Hawaii's climate and blooming plants allow queen bee production year-round. Many of the queens in the US and Canada come from Hawaii. So Hawaii's bees are pollinating our food, but they're also critical for much of North America's agriculture. I'm Danielle Downey for Bee Facts. Until next time, be well.
We're the Bee Girls for Bee Facts. Bzzz.
As usual, we will wrap up our Friday with a new Molokai Sports report and the Aloha Friday photo finish.
Aloha, sports fans, wherever you may be. My name is Rick Shanley. We are at the studios of Akaku in downtown Kaunakakai, Molokai, and this is the Molokai Sports Report. Last weekend was a busy weekend for Molokai athletics off-island. Boys baseball had a play-in game for the state championship. They played at Pearl City High School against Honoka'a from the Big Island. They came up short 6-1. The Farmers finished their year 8-4. They got to a play-in game and a trip over to the big city. That's the end of the year for boys baseball. But congratulations to our seniors and congratulations to Milton Liu and his staff. Great job, Molokai baseball. Molokai softball, under head coach Kalei Pastrana, also had a play-in game for the state championship. They traveled over to Maui, to Patsy Mink Field at Maui High School, and they played against Waimea from Kauai. They lost 18-3, and they finished their year 6-5. And we congratulate the seniors and all of the players and Kalei Pastrana and his staff. Great job, Molokai softball. Last weekend was the MIL Championships for Molokai track and field. Head coach Kabi Bikoy Juario and assistant coaches Isaiah Bikoy and Micah Buchanan took their runners, their throwers, and their jumpers over to Maui for the MIL Championships. Kabi said she was incredibly pleased with our team results. More personal records were set. There were a lot of smiles and accomplishments on this last meet, and it was a great senior night for our team. We are immensely proud of our runners, throwers, and jumpers. Congratulations on another great season. Mahalo to everyone who supported Molokai track and field. And guess what? Chloe Bikoy will be at the state championships in the shot put and the discus. And also qualifying is Samantha Steele in the triple jump. So we have 2 wahinis headed to the state championships. It will be at Kealakehe High School in Kailua, Kona. So they get to travel over to the Big Island. Kabi took 16 athletes over to the MIL championships. and that is great for Molokai Track and Field. But we want to give a shout out to Chloe Bicoy, as she will be in the shot put and the discus, and Samantha Steele in the triple jump. That's got to be a first for Molokai in the triple jump. Good luck, Molokai Track and Field, as you head over to Kailua, Kona for the state championships. Good luck, Molokai Track and Field. My name is Rick Shanley. This is the Molokai Sports Report, and we are at the studios of Akaku in downtown Kaunakakai, Molokai. And we thank you so much for watching. Aloha no! Kako!
That's it for today's Maui Daily Report. Mahalo for joining us, and please keep watching Akaku channels 53, 54, and 55. You can watch Akaku at akaku.org or on your phone 24/7 with our app, Maui Stream. If you're on the road, you can listen to TMDR in your car on KAKU 88.5 FM between 7 and 8 p.m. This is how we stay connected. I'm Patty Lee. Have a nice weekend and a great Mother's Day. Aloha.
Here they are.